and welcome back. I am Cris the girl, and today I thought I would kind of catch you all up on what I have been up to. If you didn't know, I took a whole break, a whole week off of YouTube, off of filming, off of editing, off of all of the social medias, Instagram, Twitter, the TikToks, all of that stuff. I didn't look at any of it. And I didn't do any of it. I just took a whole entire week off to myself. And let me tell you all, it was an amazing, amazing week. It was a great week. I had a great time. I'm going to be talking a little bit about that today. The things that I got up to, why I wanted to take a break, why the break is kind of continuing-ish, as well as just some updates for the channel in general, some future plans here, future videos coming up, and your girl, if you know your girl here, I did a lot of shopping also last weekend. So I have a lot of, actually this whole entire week, like I've had stuff coming in the mail and like all of this stuff. So I thought we would do also a fun thing, and I would show you like the haul and all of that stuff that I got this week. So it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a whole video. Grab a beverage, chill out with me. Let's talk. Let's hang out. I appreciate you all clicking on the video. And I appreciate all of your support. Thank you for sticking around, for waiting patiently for me to come back here and start back up again. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, I apologize, but I do have a cough drop in my mouth because the weekends is when my sinuses love to drain down my throat, as glamorous and amazing as that sounds. So I have a cough drop in my mouth. I apologize. Anyway, moving forward, let me go ahead and just explain first why I kind of wanted to take a break. I sort of have mentioned this maybe a few times. I don't even know anymore at this point, but I took a break from it all because I was starting to notice, the week or two or so leading up to it, I was just not really feeling very much like myself. I wasn't looking forward to filming. I wasn't looking forward to, putting on the makeup, putting on the clothes, doing the whole thing. I'm an introverted person. I'm someone that really has to push my butt out the door to do these things. And I found that to be getting harder and harder and harder as time went on. I really felt like I was forcing myself to do this, forcing myself to interact on social media, and forcing a smile on my face. I felt like I could see it in my videos, as I was editing them back, like, wow, like I'm just really not happy and it's all over my face, in my opinion. So yeah, I just was like, you know what? Maybe I should listen to that voice in my head that's saying, just stay home and just relax and not worry about doing all of this stuff. So I did that, and I took the break off of social media too. I thought, honestly, like after a few days of not being on social media, I thought that I would be like chomping at the bit. I thought I would be bored out of my mind. I thought that I would be like, oh, I just want to pick up my phone and open up Twitter or whatever it is and see what everybody's up to and blah, blah, blah. And that was not the case. It was not the case once. I didn't even really think about it, to be quite honest with you all. I didn't think about it much at all. Now, part of that is because I really kept myself incredibly busy during this whole entire week. That's just kind of the person that I am. I like to keep very, very busy with my time, no matter what I'm doing. But yeah, I just found that, this isn't something that I need in my life, and I don't think that it's something that that was doing me any favors. And I would argue that I don't think it does anybody any favors. There's pros and cons, obviously, and I was finding that the cons were far outweighing the pros for me. So I think that that's actually something that I'm going to be kind of trying to do going forward. I think it's a balancing act, and it's hard. It's really hard because I have decided to be a YouTube person. So as much as I would love to just not do it anymore, I cannot, because I am doing YouTube and I need to promote my videos. I need to show you all what I'm doing. And a lot of things that I'm doing moving forward actually rely more on the social media, more on Instagram and TikTok and things like that than YouTube sometimes. So like I can't get rid of it altogether, and I don't want to either, but I do want to reduce my time on social media. So just something to think about. Again, I know this is really rich coming from me, a person who is trying to have an active, successful, whatever that means, life on social media. So I get it. This sounds very hypocritical of me. But, all that being said, I very much try to, with my videos, with my Instagram posts, with the things that I say out there to the public, I very much try to be as honest as possible. And I never want to portray the fact that I have a perfect life. That's why I'm talking about this. That's why I took a break. That's why I've always tried to be very, very honest about my mental health, to the point where I feel like people think I might be crazy, or like I have issues, like I have stress and anxiety and all of these issues. You're not incorrect. However, I think pretty much everybody does, right? Like we all have things that we struggle with. It's just that I'm being open about it and I'm being honest about it. Everybody deals with something. Everybody has some internal struggle that they are dealing with. And instead of just me portraying a perfect life, with a perfect relationship and a perfect house and I get to travel, I get to do all these things, and I get to buy all these Halloween decorations and blah, 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 blah. That's not the reality of it all. And I just want to be honest about it. But yeah, so let me go ahead and show you some of the things that I purchased, that I got, because then that will correspond with what I did with my time. So on Saturday, I went over to the Tarpon Springs area, specifically to go to two, I never know what to call these stores, but I guess like metaphysical stores, spiritual stores, crystal shops, witchy stores, whatever, pick a term, that's what they are. But anyway, before I went to the first shop, I went into a vintage toy shop called Bear Haven Land Company Vintage Toys, which is quite a mouthful, but that is actually what they are called. They had a huge Barbie selection. Huge Barbie selection in there, and a bunch of Barbies that I recognize, that I had from my own childhood, and this is one of them. So I decided to grab her just kind of on a whim. Disney fun Barbie. Look how freaking adorable she is. She has her little Mickey overalls, a striped shirt. She's got like a fun little Mickey satchel there. She's got a red balloon, the Mickey hat, hoop earrings. Come on. I would love to wear this the next time that I go to Disney, quite frankly. But I had this exact same Barbie when I was a kid. I think this was circa 96. It was very hard to decide which one to go ahead and grab, but I went with the Disney fun one. So she's hanging out right over here. That was a happy accident. Definitely a really cool vintage toy shop. They had a lot of Star Wars stuff. They had Furbies. I almost went home with a Furby. Bunch of board games and stuffed animals and all kinds of stuff. So we'll definitely go back there and check them out sometime. But the reason that I was over in Tarpon Springs is because we actually went to the store, and I showed it on the channel very briefly in a video a while ago, the last time we were in Tarpon Springs. The Healing Hedge Witch is a metaphysical store over in that area, and it is awesome. It is a really, really cool store. We'll definitely do a whole video on it at some point. They have a lot of plants in there, like a lot of plant stuff, as well as a ton of beautiful crystals, and then a bunch of other things. It's kind of more of like, it's kind of more to me of like a high-end-ish store. Like if you're like sort of into like the crystals and things like that, there's not like incense billowing in there. It's not like, I don't know, it just has a different feel to it. It feels more like high end, like a normal person could walk in there and find something really cool in there. If that makes any sense at all. But anyway, I went back in there to give it another look-see, and ended up buying a few things. And one of the things that I did get, I actually have been wearing nonstop this entire week and probably won't be taking off. It might be one of those necklaces that just stays on me. For one thing, my nails are so long, it's very hard for me to clasp and unclasp things. So out of laziness, it's been staying on me. But it's this necklace here. And I just thought it was really, really pretty. It's made out of gold. It has all of the moon cycles on it. And in the middle there is a moonstone, which is actually one of my birthstones. But it's a crystal. It's a stone that I've really resonated with. I really like moonstones a lot. So I thought that this was really cool and really pretty. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this in the videos to come, especially if I continue to have very long nails. Thank you. You ready for your close-up?
Come here, Bo.
Go see Daddy. Go see Daddy.
Come here.
Good job. Okay, so the other things that I got from the Healing Hedge Witch were a couple of books, and I've already started reading both of them. Actually, I'm in the process of reading, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books right now. I'm in the process of reading 8 books at the same time. I'm not joking.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
And also idiotic. But nonetheless, here's some of the books that I also grabbed from the Healing Hedge Witch here. So you can kind of see a theme, but this one called Earth Witch by Britton Boyd, which I'm actually about halfway done with it, and it is fantastic. I am very, very, very much enjoying this book a lot. It is speaking to me. In fact, the back here, it says, "The land is speaking. Are you listening?" I am absolutely listening. This has been such a good read. Very much highly recommend. Look into it. If the topic sounds interesting to you, definitely grab the book. I very much recommend. And then I also grabbed this, The House Witch, by Erin Murphy Hiscock. My apologies. But they've done a bunch of books like this, evidently. And I haven't gotten too far into this book yet, but I'm intrigued by the topic of it all, so I'm excited to continue to read it and learn more. The next store that I went to is called Third Eye Creations, and it's actually like right down the street from the Healing Hedge Witch. So if you're over in that area at any point, go check out both of these stores. At some point on the channel, I'm going to do a video on both of them. And I'm really excited about that. But Third Eye Creations is the other spiritual metaphysical store that I went to. And they're actually a brand new store, not just a new store for me to visit, but a new store in general. They just opened up in September. And it was really awesome. I chatted with the owners for a little bit. They're psyched to have me come back, so that's really cool. It's always a good thing. They have a make your own spell jar bar. They have a make your own candle bar. And then all of the essentials that one needs, incense, oils, herbs, books, tarot cards, oracle decks, all of that good stuff. Okay, so I just I just noticed that you moved my rams.
Yeah, I moved them because
I know you're cleaning.
we're about to mop.
Yeah, Jay's about to mop the floor. I just noticed them there. Hi, my bait. Yeah, a little bit because they were right. I put them right in front of our bedroom door.
Our food rams.
Right in here. Yeah, my foo rams. I love them, by the way. Every time I walk into the bedroom, I always give them a little wave, give them a little finger shake here. They are so amazing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's these beautiful rams here that I got from Tiger Dust, a really freaking awesome oddities, antiquities, spooky, weird shop that I cannot possibly wait to go back to. But anyway, that video's out there if you want to check that out. Anyway, totally thrown off guard. Let me show you what I got from Third Eye Creations. So one of the reasons that I wanted to check them out is because they sell alchemy and ashes stuff in there. Not absolutely everything, but a few things. And that is really cool. If alchemy and ashes sounds familiar, it may be because you saw my video on them a little bit ago. They used to have their own brick and mortar store over in Lutz, Florida, but sadly, they recently closed their shop down, which is one of the reasons why I am doing this today, shouting out some quote-unquote smaller businesses, local businesses, because we really need to support them, y'all. We got to support them. We got to let them know we want to keep shopping at their spooky shops. But anyway, it's really cool that Third Eye Creations has some of the things, is selling some alchemy and ashes things. So I'm super psyched about that because I cannot recommend their incense sticks enough. They smell so good, and I was running out of all of mine from the last time I was there. I've been using them sparingly because they smell so good. So I grabbed a ton. Another thing that I grabbed is this little jar here. Actually, I say little. It's quite sizable, very adorable looking, as you can see. But it's actually bathtub tea. So this is something that I kind of discovered recently, is you can absolutely do like ritual, quote unquote ritual, or just like tea baths. They call them ritual baths or tea baths or whatever you want to call it. So this comes with a little satchel, a little burlap satchel, and this cute little wooden spoon here. And everything inside of this jar is for protection, as the label says. So I think there's a bunch of salt in there. I want to say bay leaves. I think some rosemary. Just a bunch of stuff in here to kind of help you with protection, whatever that looks like to you, and whatever you believe. Or on the very one end of the spectrum, it's just a really nice bath. Like if you want to take like just a really nice, soothing, relaxing bath, this is going to be fantastic. I already did this once, and it was great. I very much enjoyed it. And I also forgot, I grabbed some incense that they made. So Third Eye Creations makes their own incense as well. And I grabbed one of their bags. This is a frankincense and myrrh incense, and I've used it a number of times now. It smells really good. I'll definitely be grabbing more bags of this in the future too. So that's what I got from Third Eye Creations, and we will definitely be back sooner rather than later. I can't wait to show you this really cool shop. So yeah, that is what I did with my Saturday. It was a lot of fun. And then Sunday, I went to the Tampa Tattoo Festival. I think it's just called Tattoo Festival, but it just happened to be in Tampa. They're going to be in a bunch of different places. In fact, this particular convention is going to be in Orlando for the very first time, coming up in here in November. So I think that's pretty darn cool. But yeah, I went to a tattoo convention. And the reason that I did that is because I have been really dying for some new ink. I have a few tattoos on me, but it's been a very long time since I've done anything else. Like I haven't had a tattoo in a very long time. And it's something that's been on my mind lately, and I'm like, man, I really, 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 really want some more tattoos. I want to finish up my fingers. I want to like get kind of back into that again. So I did, and tattoo conventions are actually a really great place to go if you want to get something done now. And it's a really great place to go to, you know, find new artists, to see tattoo artists that aren't maybe in your area normally. You know, they come from all across the country, just like any other convention. And I think that's really cool, actually. Anyway, I did get tattoos. I did. So first of all, I finished up my left hand here. I'll go ahead and take my ring off here so I can show you. But this was kind of on a whim. I was just happened to be walking down one of the aisles, and the tattoo artist was like, hey, are you looking to get something done? And they, you know, engaged in a conversation. And a little bit after that, I had my, bless you, Bella, I had my hand tattoos. So this skull here I've had for now like well over a decade. And my intention was always to have spooky friends for him to have on this hand here. So I got and now bear in mind, this was a week ago today, so they're all healing and they don't look so fantastic. But so just bear that in mind as I'm showing you all. But so I got a candle here. I got a little snake here. There's my skull. I got a coffin, and then a really awesome spider. And I was always going to have these be all black and white, but he asked if he could put a little bit of red on the candle and a little bit of red on the spider, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I think it looks really dang cool. And also on the middle finger above the skull, I have the symbol for Saturn, the astrology symbol for Saturn. So there you go. I am super happy. I love it. I am obsessed. So the tattoo artist is called Eddie Daniels. And on my Instagram, I'm going to post some pictures. I'll tag him on there. So if you're interested, you can check him out. I think he's based in Texas, but I think he travels all around for these conventions too. So very happy about these. And then I also got this guy here, this big guy here. So I'll go ahead and I'll get up and show you. So it's a pumpkin with a witch hat, a bunch of bats, a moon, some green and yellow mist and squiggly stuff. It is so dang cool. Now again, it's healing. It's gonna look better, trust me. It's been quite a week with that. But yeah, so this was done by an artist named Lindsay Selby. Again, if you're interested, go to my Instagram after this. I'm gonna post pictures and I will tag the artist. She is actually based in Melbourne, Florida. So the other side of the state from where I am. And she works at a place called Space Mermaid Tattoos. So there you go. There's the information there. But she did an amazing job. She's actually, I guess you could say, a novice tattoo artist. She's only been doing this for 2 years. So I got a great deal on it because of that. But she does amazing work. She's really, really talented. And I actually reached out to her before the convention because I saw her work and I knew that she was going to be there, and it was perfect. It was the exact, thing that I was looking for here. So I'm so excited about this. I'm so happy with it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Can't wait for it to heal. It's going to be a long healing process, but it's doing good. And yeah, so shout out to the tattoo artist there. That was a fun, incredibly painful day, but it's absolutely worth it. I think tattoos should be painful because this is permanent. It's something that's always going to be on me, And, if it wasn't painful, then maybe everybody would be covered in tattoos. But I like that. And I like the fact that the healing process is long and annoying too, because it's just like, again, like you're putting all of that time and energy and money and thought and whatnot into your tattoos. I think that's how it should be. And I think the healing, the pain of it all, and then the healing process of it all is it's just such a, I don't know, it's such a great metaphor for it all, I kind of feel. Anyway, that's just my weird thoughts on it. But yeah, so that's what I did with my Sunday. As I got some tattoos, and I'm very excited about it. I'm obsessed. I'm so happy with all of these. I feel like I'm coming more into the person that I actually am, and tattoos are such a great way to explain that to the world. And then apart from my weekend, I really did not. I don't think I left the house once the entire last week, and it was fantastic. No complaints. Jay came back home, obviously, from all of his travels, and so we've really just been enjoying our time together. We got a couch a little while ago. I think I mentioned that before. We got a couch a little while ago, so we've been using the couch a lot, sitting in the living room, watching scary movies, and just enjoying each other's company and catching up and all of that stuff. So that's been really nice. I would say that that's the majority of what I've been doing this past week. Besides working, I still did have my regular 9 to 5 job, which would have been really nice if I had a whole week off of that from that too. Maybe that's why I feel like this went by so quick, but it is what it is. You can only do so much. But yeah, we've just been spending a lot of time together, and that's been really nice. Right, babe?
It's been awesome.
He's
I'm happy you've been enjoying it too.
good. Yeah, he said it's been awesome. I swear.
On the couch right now, and I love it.
Yeah, the couch is a game changer. If you don't have a couch, you should get a couch. Anyway, I ordered a bunch of books off of eBay actually, so I'm going to show you some more of the books. If you happen to watch my Spooky Empire video from yesterday, I mentioned this very briefly that I'm getting more into books again. There was a point in my life, actually my entire life, I love to read. It's one of my most favorite things of all time. And I really want to get back into that again. I really do. I miss reading, and I miss having the time to read. So I'm going to make sure that I include that more in the future, especially because I have a lot of friends too who are authors and have books, and I want to sit down and I want to read them. So I'm going to make that a thing. But let me show you the books that I got. These are all from eBay. Actually, most of these are from eBay, because I totally forgot that that's a thing that you can do. You can buy books on eBay. But before we get into that, I picked this one. I picked this one up in Tarpon Springs too. Jeanette McCurdy's autobiography here. I'm glad my mom died. If you haven't heard about this book, it's amazing. She is amazing. She's an amazing person. The book is fan-freaking-tastic so far. I am thoroughly enjoying it. I've been dying to read this book. Highly recommend. So I got this book finally. And then yeah, let me show you what I got from eBay. So this just happens to be what is right next to my bed here. But I picked this one up, Astral Projection, the Llewellyn Practical Guide to Astral Projection by Denning and Phillips. So I've read a little bit of this, like a number of pages of this so far. It's not my favorite. It's very hard to follow. I don't know if it's just because I don't know, maybe the mindset that I was in when I started reading it. I'm not really sure. But it's a little tough to get into so far. But I'm gonna keep going and keep reading because it's a subject that I'm interested in, and plus it's a really cool book. I'm glad that I got this from eBay because it's been used before, it's seen better days, and I really like that. It adds to the charm of it all. This one here just came in today, but I bought it over the week, so I'll show it to you anyway. Jane Goodall's Harvest for Hope, a guide to mindful eating. So this is actually a book that I had when I was either in high school or college, but I want to say high school actually, because I'm pretty sure my parents got this for me, maybe for Christmas or my birthday or something. Around the time, I'm assuming, when I became a vegetarian. I don't eat meat, for those of you who don't know. And I remember this book being absolutely fantastic. It was so good and such a great motivator to keep going with being a vegetarian. Not that I honestly really needed that, but it really solidified my choice for me. And it's not just about being a vegetarian and, all of the things that animals go through just so we can eat them. But it's also about just being more mindful about where your food comes from in general. So, your produce, and just thinking about, farmers and how things are, genetically quote unquote enhanced. And it's a lot of stuff like that. So highly, highly, highly recommend Jane Goodall's Harvest for Hope. Like I said, this just came in today, and I'm going to be adding this to the books, to the many, many books that I'm reading at the same time. Very excited about this. I see Peter Pumpkinhead has acquired some socks.
Oh, that's where they went.
That's where the
I
socks
was looking for
went.
those.
Well, there you go. He stole them. He's just hanging out on the couch.
It's getting a little cooler in Florida.
It is, a little bit. These are not all of the books that I got this week. Some of them you might notice books that I've got in the past, because I'm pretty sure I've showed some of these on the channel. Some of these you may not have seen before, but there's a couple of these that I got this week from eBay. So I got The Green Witch, which, if it looks familiar, it's by the same author who did The House Witch. Consorting with Spirits, Your Guide to Working with Invisible Allies by Jason Miller. This is another book that, yes, I have made some headway with, and so far this has been incredibly interesting too. It's I'm itching to get back into it and to read more. I am interested, I am compelled, and yeah, so far would recommend, but I gotta finish it. Because there's some, I don't know, there's some topics in here that I'm like, okay, this might be getting a little bit weird, even for me, which is saying something now, but I don't know. So we'll see. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. And then, yeah, that's basically everything that I got this past week. Like I said, did a lot of shopping, and was busy. So pretty much with my time this whole week, it's been working my 9-to-5 job, spending time with Jay, doing a lot of reading, and as you can see by a lot of the topics of these books, kind of getting back into my spirituality again, and learning a lot more, doing more research, and just doing a lot more meditating, doing a lot more tarot readings and oracle cards, and watching YouTubes on things, and just trying to get more information and just building that up a bit more. Anyway, with all of that said, I can go ahead and talk about some of the channel updates here. Just a few things. Sadly, Halloween is coming to a close here very soon. Womp womp. And the holidays are coming on in here. So last year, I did a few videos on Halloween decor, which was basically along the same lines as the spooky shopping, where we go out and we look for Halloween decor, but this time we're looking at holiday decor and such. And this year I'm thinking to do something a little slightly different. There's definitely some stores that I want to go to show the holiday decor, but I actually want to focus more and I was thinking about doing something different. I think that I'm going to do more of a gift guide for you all. I know for me, I like to try to put a lot of thought and effort into the gifts that I give people for the holidays. And sometimes that's really, really hard, and I'm not really sure where to look or where to go. And I'm always looking for ideas of places to go to get more unique gifts and things like that. So I'm hoping to, I've been thinking about ideas and stores and things like that that we can do and that we can go to show you some more unique things. Here's some stores and places and websites and whatnot where you can buy more unique gifts for people in your life, and maybe for people in your life with like different tastes than the norm, alternative people and such, because this is my channel after all, so we got to make it a little spooky, a little weird, right? So that's sort of more what I'm thinking with that. I actually got inspired to do that because another little channel update here, another little teaser for you all. Killstar reached out to me again, and we're gonna be doing another collab here again, so look out for that video in the next couple of weeks. But they sent me a huge couple of packages, actually, of things to show you all, and they're also hooking you all up as well, and I'm so dang excited and happy and grateful for that. So shout out to Killstar, they are awesome. I'm so excited to work with them again, and I appreciate you all so much for wanting to see these things, because I'm assuming they wouldn't reach out to me if you all haven't responded to the videos. So I really, really, really appreciate you all doing that too. Very excited about that. Like I said, look out for that video later, but that really inspired me to kind of think about the holiday season a little bit differently this time around, because that's sort of the point of that future video, is gift ideas. And I'm gonna have a bunch of different things to show you of different things that you could give to people. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. I've been like chomping at the bit to share that news with you all. Not just the Killstar thing, but just what we're gonna be doing here in the next couple of months. Speaking of gifts and all of that stuff, and then we'll call it a day, I promise. But I wanted to say that this video's coffee is thanks to Steve. Thank you so much, Steve, our pal Steve, over on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it nowadays. Such a great person. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Cheers. I hope you enjoy this one. And that all being said, I every now and then, if you're new to the channel, if you've been here for a while, maybe you know this, maybe you don't, I have I'm on Buy Me a Coffee. Buy Me a Coffee is an app, a website, where different creators, artists, etc. Are on there, and if you want, you can buy them a coffee. Send some support their way, monetary support their way, to help them on their various endeavors. And I have one myself. The link is down below. That's why every now and then you may hear me shout out somebody who has given me a coffee, who has sent me monetary support. That's what that is. That's something that I put into place from the minute that I started that app. I'm actually bringing this up because one of the changes that I am implementing now on the channel, now going forward, is, now that I'm all caught up on my coffee shoutouts and all of that stuff, is that I'm not actually going to be doing that anymore. I will still be on Buy Me a Coffee. None of that is changing for the foreseeable future. But as far as somebody going on there, buying me a coffee and all of that stuff, I'm not going to be shouting that out anymore in the videos going forward. And there's a few reasons behind that. But one of the things that I want to talk about, and again, I don't want to get too preachy here, but it's just something that's been on my mind a lot lately, over the past, year, basically. Like, this has just been something that's been on my mind, and I'm finally like, okay, I'm going to do this now and I'm going to talk about it. I appreciate you all. You all are amazing. The best thing that I can ever ask for is that you all watch the videos and that you like them. And that's really all that I want right now. Is the best way that you can support me is by watching the videos. I think that is the best thing possible. That helps me out so much. And once I say this all the time, I don't have a channel if I don't have you all. If I don't have somebody else on the other end watching this, I don't want to say what's the point, but that makes this all the better. That's kind of the point, is that you all watch the videos, and I appreciate that more than anything. And you all, maybe you think that that's not enough or whatever. It's enough. It is more than I could ever possibly ask for. And of course, the monetary support means a ton to me as well. I definitely don't want to downplay that. And it is a necessary part of the channel, as I'm building and as I'm growing. And it always will be, because someday I want to make this my full-time thing. That's the goal of all of this, is to be able to do this full-time, to quit my 9-to-5 job and to do this all the time. So it's a very necessary thing, and it's incredibly helpful to me. But there have been people, unfortunately, in the past who have helped me out in this way, and then thus expect something back from me, a lot back from me. Unfortunately, I am but one person, but one lonely Cris the girl here. And it's very hard for me to do that. I think it's hard for anybody to do that. And that's something too, that's a whole nother reason as well why I wanted to take a break, is because I feel like I am being pulled in a bunch of different directions. And that's very hard, especially, again, for a person like me, an introvert. It's just difficult. And I'm at a place mentally, I want to say, where I want people to help me out and help out my channel from the goodness of your heart, as opposed to you expect something back from me. I want it to be because you want to see me succeed, because you like the channel, etc., etc. I don't want to feel like it's some sort of transactional thing. And again, I'm not saying that, the shout outs and all of that stuff has made me feel like it's a transactional thing. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. But there have been people in the past, with the memberships and with this and that and the other thing, and not even anything with the coffee stuff too, but other things as well. It's when you get in this position, when you're you're someone that the public knows, people know, it happens. People expect things from you. People feel like that you owe them something, even though I'm providing you all endless hours of free entertainment. I just don't want it to be like that. I don't want to feel like I owe people anything. I don't want people to give me things for the reason of expecting something back. I understand how some people can think that is only fair, but as far as I go, in my opinion, as far as my channel goes, as far as the coffee app goes, as far as all of that stuff goes, I don't want that. I want you to help if you want to help. And that comes from a place in your heart of, I just simply want to help. And anything else, unfortunately, I am in a place right now, again, with having a 9-to-5 full-time job, a fiance, a family here in Florida, friends, my spiritual life, my physical health, my mental health, all of these things of being a human plus doing the YouTubes here. I can't do that. I just can't do that. And I'm not in a place to be able to do that. So yeah, that's I guess more so where I'm where I'm coming from all of this. I hope all of that makes sense and I don't sound like a complete jackass, quite frankly. But that's where we are with all of that. So the coffee app is still a thing. It is still a thing out there. The link is always down in the description below. If you want to help out the channel, good golly gosh, that helps me out a lot. It really, really does. Like I said, that stuff is necessary for my channel. That helped me buy this camera, the lens for my camera, the microphone for my camera. It's helped me be able to fund, you know, hotels and trips and all kinds of things. That stuff is very, very, very helpful. So I don't want to sound not appreciative or anything like that, because it is absolutely still a thing. I just want to make sure that that support is coming from the goodness of people's hearts, I guess is all I'm trying to say. So yeah, there won't be any more coffee shout outs, but it's still a thing. I still very much appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you so much. I really, really do. The break has been fun. It was a good time. I'm looking forward to all of the things that we have coming up here in the future. November is slowly starting to build up. Our schedules are slowly starting to build up here. We have things planned now for almost every single weekend in November, and I'm really excited. You know, Halloween is ending in like a couple of days or a day or whenever it is. I don't know, time is meaningless. But that doesn't mean the spooky content is ending. We had a lot of spooky stuff, cool stuff planned for November, and I'm so dang excited about it. We might be doing some traveling too. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up here. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for being patient with me this week. And for coming back and for watching the videos and all of that good stuff. I really appreciate it. You all are wonderful. And yeah, I just, again, don't have a channel if I don't have you all. And I'm just so incredibly grateful and just filled with a lot of joy because of that. A lot of joy. This channel has been a blessing. It's been an amazing, beautiful, wonderful thing. And I'm just so excited to keep moving forward with it all. So yeah, again, thank you all for watching. Got a lot of stuff coming up here, as I always say. And we'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Happy Halloween.